Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to Danny's Toy Box. Thanks for stopping by. Before we get started, if you need to go get a drink, get a sandwich, dump your ashtray, go to the bathroom, I suggest you pause the video and do so now. Because, folks, this is going to be a long one tonight. I've gotten quite a few new things in this past week, and I've been too beat after work to take and share anything, so I figured I would start now. After being on the phone with my brother for like an hour, hour and a half. Well, the first focus for tonight's video is the Rachel Summers Phoenix. I got her on Wednesday. Come here, Rachel. Move her aside. And still got this. I'll probably toss this. No interest to me. This is cool though. Probably get Feral, and if I get a chance, I'll get that one for my brother. All right then. So here she is as she comes out of the package. And I figured I would add some of her, what do you want to call it, disjointed family members, as well as some close friends, along for this ride. Let's see there. Oops, somebody dropped the thingy. There we go. Alright, well, to start off with, let's get a good look at her here. Yeah, I've done all the joints and all that, and that's great. They are nice and tight, not wobbly, not too tight. Oh, and before I go any further, I would like to thank Red Light Cosmo. That's the seller on eBay that I got her from. Again, that's Red Light Cosmo. Go check him out. He's got some pretty cool stuff. She's got the little tail that she always had, and the little upturned bit of hair there in the front. Now, one thing I think is really cool about this body is these spikes. They stick out. It's like you hold the figure like this to switch the head, pop off the head, put a new one on. You feel that under there. So these spikes are really cool. I may give them the chrome treatment. I'm not 100% sure. Since they're so small, I don't want to screw it up. But she comes with, the open hands coming out of the package. And she's, it's basic, I guess basic female figure body. But for her, it works good, works perfect, especially with this seamless color of red. Now, what do you say we show the accessories? She has one punching fist, one gripper fist. Excuse me, Nightcrawler, I need that for a minute. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. She comes with the Excalibur comic book. Lost the word there for a second. Oh, and I lost the book. I just dropped it on the floor. There you go, Kurt. You can have that back now. I love that they do that with these this line of figures. I've got Banshee from that line too, so I've got Giant X-Men #1 comic book that I usually have Deadpool reading or something like that. But back on to Phoenix. Oh yeah. Make it a little bit more Phoenix-y, cosmic-y. Alright, so this is a pretty good head sculpt. Pretty good representation of Rachel Summers, I would say. And that's her in her calm phase. Now, yeah, what I say about the spikes. Now it's her more I'm about the Phoenix outface with the tail. And then besides that, she comes with these two wings. And the way these work is, see a slot for the hand there and for the forearm there, but the hand one is completely sealed. So what you want to do is pop her hand off, similar to the trick I did with the wings for Deathbird a while back. Except this hook's on. Oh shit, I did that off screen, sorry. Just slide it on like so. Push it down as far as you can. It would be just a little bit past the spikes is how far you want to push it, so you're not forcing it. Pop the hand back on. And do the same for the other side. And I have been waiting years and years and years for them to finally make a Rachel Summers figure. Toy Biz may have tried once, I don't remember for sure. But if they did, I know it sucked. So here she is with her wings. Let's get a good look at those. Red and yellow, partially translucent. And we want that up like so. There we go. Spread her wings and fly. Not sure where I'm going to put her yet, because the toy box is in such disarray, I don't even want to try to describe it. But I want to get things set up, gearing more towards my Multiverse of Madness, which is basically going to be Kang and the Grandmaster making a bet and screwing things up along the way. So yeah, she is a pretty cool figure. Like I said, basic body, but these spikes, man, like I said, you're not careful, you might scratch yourself on them. They're actually pretty sharp. Love the wing effects. I love both the faces. They look great. And I'd say this was a very, very good buy. A great buy, actually. Been waiting for years for this one. There was, what was it? There was one thing I had a gripe about, and I can't remember what it was. Well, if it comes to me in the video, I'll bring it up. But as far as I'm concerned, she's a 10 out of 10. Most definitely. These wings are sweet. They don't match up with, Dark Phoenix, or the Phoenix, little Phoenix Flash back here that I've got attached to Nate Gray. Doesn't match with them, but that's okay. She's from a different reality, so it's going to be different. Yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 for her. Really, really pleased with how she turned out. Very, very much so. So I'm going to scoot her aside. And the next thing I've got to show you is, what did I do with the card? One moment, folks. Technical difficulties. Alright, there we go. Now I'm set. Like I said, on to the next one. Took a little trip earlier. We're going over by my daughter's house, and all of us, her husband, my son-in-law, and our grandson are all going to go to the zoo. Kind of a late birthday present since we couldn't be up at their campground for his birthday. So I went out looking for stuff for him and found a couple of gems for myself, such as the G.I. Joe Classified Retro Card Back Techno Viper. I'm like, okay, I bet you he's just different enough to where it would stand out from the other Techno Vipers and make him an officer, kind of like what I did with my two Stage 2 Mole Rats. And he looks pretty good. He's pretty much the same as, and here we'll do a comparison here. Let's take a look here. Let me slide her down a little bit. There we go. They're alike in almost the same way as far as body build and the size and configuration of their accessories. Now the only two, there we go, a little bit better there. The only couple of differences between these guys is obviously the different guns, the different colored outfits, and how his wrist pad is red. His is yellow. But the one thing missing is he does not have one of these. He doesn't have the little 3D holographic what do you call it, message blueprints, whatever. Yeah, he didn't come with that, which I thought was kind of lame. But I mean, as far as everything else goes, give you a turn to let you see. Oh, a little bit of paint mistake on his head, or a little scratch on his head. I'll have to fix that. And he's got the hammer, the wrench, and the adjustable right there. Still got the pistol. Like I said, the only differences are the color change to the gun, the costume, that, and the fact that he's missing, or didn't come with, I should say, didn't come with one of the hologram things. But as far as I'm concerned, he's a 9 out of 10. Taking Dinkum on the 1 point for not having his hologram thing. But I can always swap them from back and forth, like you do. So this guy is going to be the officers for my group of Techno Vipers, of which I have 5 of these guys. So 1 of him, 5 of them, and bingo, bango, boingo. So yeah, he's pretty cool. Not really different from the other, no extra gadgets, anything like that, but still a cool figure. And like I said, cool. I've got officer now to boss these guys around. And the other stuff I saw there was Mallrat Stage 2, Lifeline, what is it, Night Viper? One with the sniper rifle. I know I did my review on him, and I can't think. I want to say it's Night Viper. And then they had him. They had the cardback Grunt. And I think the cardback Stalker. And I really don't need to get the cardback Grunt, because the one that they've come out with already is way cooler. A lot more gear and gadgets and stuff like that. So I'm going to probably take a pass on Grunt. If I fight him for cheap, yeah, sure, then maybe I will. Whoops, sorry about that. I just smacked the thing. So yeah, not a bad figure. Not overwhelming, not underwhelming. Just, he's good. So yeah, that takes care of this guy, or I should say these guys. Give me just a second here. I'm going to scoot them over to the table behind me. And now the next thing I've got to show you, this is something Karen got for me off of Temu. Stay. Yeah, this is something Karen got me off of Temu. And I got several of them, so I'll show you the ones that I have out of the bag right now. They're little effects, like the kind of effects that fall on the floor a lot. There you go, get a good look at that. This could be like liquid splashing maybe. And it comes with 2 of those. And then it comes with this thing here, which, actually that's the reason why I pulled Madeline out. Whoop, sorry, Phoenix. That's the whole reason I pulled Madeline out, is because most of this stuff is probably going to go to her. Figure out a way to set it up to where, you know, it'll stay kind of like, but not showing it all. You know, something like that. And it also comes with, whoop, okay, right, you take a nap. Comes with 2 of these. And there's the other side. Now, on the bottom, it's got little holes. They almost look like Lego holes. And I got 2 of these guys. And then the last one to come with it is this here, this swirl. Now, I think it's next week Karen's going to be making hand. Next week Karen's making an order for Temu, and I'm going to have her get me another set each of what I got already. How's that look? Just pop off the figure's hand, put this in the peg, put the hand back on. Got a nice little spell getting cast. I think it looks pretty slick. I'll put you back here for now, Madeline. Baby Nathan. Actually, I'm not going to leave that on her for right now, because when I'm done with this video, I'm going to put all these things away. Now, wasn't just green that I bought. I also bought blue, which is coming your way right now. And it just so happens I have an Iceman with me. Now, I've already got the spinny thing on his hand, and it's the, you know, the same shapes. You know, like he's generating such intense cold. I could even put it something like that, or across the back maybe. Something, I'm not sure. I'll figure it out. But now with these, it's a different story. And if you give me a second, I will happily show you what I mean. Okay, please be kind. I literally just threw this together real quick. I found out a while back that this ice slide that I have will actually hook into where these ladders go, although it keeps it at quite an angle. But this is what I wanted to show you. How it comes up like that, and get 2 more, so there's 1 on each side of the foot, and that's going to make an awesome effect of him sliding down the ice slide. And it works good with this Iceman, because my other 2 Icemen are lighter color. But these would also work good, I'm thinking, with Quicksilver doing his you know, showing his super speed. Oh yeah, well, I'm right here. I'll give you guys a little gander. This is what's going on with the fire escapes these days. kind of handed them over to Age of Apocalypse for now, so I had someplace to put them until they get set in an actual scene. So there you go. Now, if I were doing this to permanently set it up, I would have a piece of fishing line tied around his waist, and then there's holes along here looped around and tied up behind him where it wouldn't be that noticeable. It's like once before I walk out of the room, I'm taking this down. I'm not going to leave it to fall, especially when, look at here, in the clothes basket I didn't put away yet. Spooky. Spooky. All right, you go ahead and keep sleeping, darling. So yeah, these make pretty badass effects, I think. And like I said, getting 2 more will complete it. All right, back out to the work table and on to the next. Yes, there is more. So yeah, you can see how those are coming pretty handy. And now for the next one, I actually had to stop a second for what's next, because look at you, Cyclops. The professor would be ashamed. And this was actually who I was leading up to. This Cyclops, there's no hole in his visor for an optic blast. So I grabbed my X-Factor Cyclops and his optic blast, slide that in there, and I'll show you why in a second. It's because I got a red set as well. And I have an idea for one of the parts here. As soon as I open the bag, and I've already asked Karen to order doubles of these for me. They also have yellow, purple, and like a gray. Like this here. There you go. You can have it like that. You know, have one piece like this, and then get a second one and have it like that. I'm trying to do it so you can see it without my hand in the way. But you see what I mean? Because I think the blue one was the first one I opened up, and as soon as I dropped this thing, get back over here. Hi, Nala. As soon as I saw this thing, I come up with, the first thing I thought of with these was like around the head for like energy or telepath or what have you. But then I thought this added to his optic blast would make a really, really cool effect. Hi, Nala. Yes, I know it's getting late, baby. Daddy's got one more thing to go over. And since one more thing to go over, just scoot this stuff all over here for a minute, because I need to clear some space. Now, the other thing I got was at Ross. Now, 9 times out of 10, the Ross that I go to really doesn't have squat. But I happen to luck out on this. Oh, excuse me, Nala. Big boy. And there you can see it in full. Now, it's already been opened up and all the stuff taken out of it. I actually did that on a video call with my brother because he wanted to see it. And everybody say hi to Nala. Nala's got to inspect the stuff, of course, as always. Are you going to lay down there, honey? You're really going to lay down there? All right, that's fine, because I don't want the box to stay up here anyway. I just figured I would show you guys the box first, and it says Real Hero Playtime Fun. And basically what it is, and mind you, this whole thing, or this set here, Only cost me $12.99. $12.99. Yeah, alright, got it out. Now if we can just get the fuzzy shield out of the way here. Now most of this stuff is for the younger kids. I agree. But when I saw this bunker, I had to have it. Come on, honey, can you? Come here. Come here, Nala. Come sit on Daddy's lap. She's not going to sit on Daddy's lap. Oh, you're going to headbutt the camera, huh? Come over here. Nala. Come on. Come on. Out the way. Come on. Come on. That's a girl. Come on. All right, well then I will show them as I get the chance. Oh, it came with lame little guy. Probably give him to my grandson. And a mini helicopter, which if Nala wasn't so damn close, I could show you. There you go, mini helicopter. It's got a moving gun right here. Oops, sorry, Nala. You just bonked her in the head with the front of the copter. Now, I don't see getting a G.I. Joe classified in this thing unless I lose control of the camera. Unless I tear out the seats and that control panel. Then I might be able to get one to fit in there. And the next thing it came with was these two fence pieces with barbed wire, which clip together can make either a, no, I really wish you'd move, a bending fence or just straight. And with a good paint job, these things will look perfect. Look perfect in front of a base. And now the subject of the whole reason I bought this thing in the first place, scoot back a little bit since Nala's not going to move, she can be our backdrop, would be this thing, a little machine gun bunker. And the bullets do come out of this, the belt does come out. Actually, right about there, I kind of bent it and it's about to snap off. But if it does, that's okay. I plan on, like with some of my other sets, painting the bullets so they look proper color. And nice M60. But look at the detail on this. I mean, this is just a thin little plastic thing. And yeah, see, it's pegged in there. You probably have to break it to get it out of there, which is fine. It can stay in there. But I mean, look at all the stuff going on this thing. You got sandbags right here. Post with barbed wire around it right here. And the barbed wire goes all the way across to another post here. It's got netting. It's got netting up on top. Yeah, that would need to get painted wood. Plus it has bullet holes and, you know, chunks of masonry missing from explosions. So yeah, imagine what I can do with that after I paint it up. I already am. And it's looking pretty sweet, by the way. I'm thinking of doing it. Now let me show you where this and this fence are going to go. Give me just a minute. And so here's where these are going to go. Got the fence over there. Machine gun nest over there. I did have a building in the process for over here, but the size wasn't quite fitting right and I wasn't quite feeling it. So I think I might do something different over here. And you know, the barrier for in front of it, building directly behind, I'm going to make a door and a couple of windows, and probably cut down some of the styrofoam so it'll make like a stairwell going down to the door. And the little box up top is going to have a nice little surprise in it, and I'm not sure what I'm doing with this yet. But when I saw these, I'm like, oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect to go in there, especially after I get done painting them. So yeah, that's not quite as long of a video as I thought it was going to be. But that's the new goodies I've got right now, and some ideas and some plans on what I'm going to do with them. Well, since tomorrow Karen and I are going to the zoo with our grandson, I think I'm going to cut this video short, except to say one other thing. I want to say thanks to a couple of people. First and foremost, my neighbor Jaden, because last week, for those that you don't know, he came up to my door at about 10 o'clock at night saying that there was a cat caught in the parking garage. So I went and grabbed her, brought her up here, and I thought she'd given babies because she was a mess. I went back down and looked and didn't find anything. The next day, after Maddox Animal Control had picked her up, a couple hours after that, he comes to my door saying he heard babies. Could hear him downstairs in the storage. And it turns out she had those babies in my storage space. But where I found her was further down the building, so that's where I looked. And as far as I know, only one of them survived. But the whole reason I brought it up is because I want to say thanks to everybody on here, the well-wishers who knew I was taking it badly at first. But it's like my wife told me, I can't dwell on it. I did the best I could. I didn't know. It's just one of those coulda, shoulda, woulda, I wish type of deals. But it messed up my head for a couple of days, but I'm feeling better about it. But the whole reason I wanted to bring it up is because I wanted to thank my neighbor Jaden. I want to thank my other neighbors, Edwin and Rebecca. They took the kittens in for us. And I would also like to thank Dave Bailey from over at the Dave Cave, the Copper Owl, Heroic Nonsense, and a couple other folks that your kind words really helped at a time when I really needed it. Because you guys know how I am with animals. They're children to me. So yeah, that hit me pretty hard at the time, but I'm getting over it. But I just wanted to make a quick mention about that and say thanks to everybody who is also supportive of me. And speaking of supportive, yeah, you guys have really went above and beyond, and I appreciate all of it. I really do. So on that note, I'm going to head out. I got to check this video out, make sure it's good to upload. Do that and get my butt to sleep because I'm getting up about 6:30 tomorrow morning to get over to my daughter and son-in-law's house so we can have a fun day at the zoo. Well, all right, folks, as always, thanks for stopping in the toy box. I would show you some more of it right now, but like I said, my multiverse has been a lot of madness right now. But anyway, thanks for stopping in the toy box, everybody. I appreciate all the likes, all the subscribes, and what I appreciate the most is the comments. Because I love interacting with people, conversing with people, I should say. So keep it up. I'm always happy to answer any questions or try any ideas you may have. You have ideas for a scene you'd like me to set up, please feel free and send me a message. If I've got the stuff to do it, I'll see what I can do about getting a scene up. That would be really cool. I like challenges. I like new ideas. So, all right, guys, I babbled on long enough. I hope you enjoyed the show and all my new goodies. I definitely do and am. So, all right, folks. Thanks for stopping in. Glad to spend a little time with you. Everybody, stay creative, stay kind, take care.